We're joined live by TTC Chair Jamal Myers. We always appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. Jamal, I'm very curious, and I asked this to Councillor Matlow earlier today. When it comes to the province and the TTC, they're keeping a lot of the issues to their chest and being quite secretive about why this line is not being open. What are the problems? Why the secrecy?
I wouldn't say there's secrecy. I would say there's a responsibility we both have to make sure that the correct information is getting out there. We've been very open and transparent and saying, when, for example, Metrolinx earlier handed over TTC transit control operations to TTC, we announced that publicly. We just want to make sure that when we open this line, that it's going to be smooth and it's going to be safe for our customers and our employees.
But specifically, there are issues that Metrolinx and the TTC are trying to rectify. They want to make sure that this is a safe line to operate, and I think a lot of people can appreciate that safety is paramount. But wouldn't it make for better public relations if the two agencies were just completely transparent and say, we're looking at this particular issue and this particular issue, and we want to rectify it so to make sure that you guys are safe. But the two agencies, you're not being forthcoming with the specifics. Can you elaborate why?
So I can't speak on behalf of Metrolinx. What I can say on behalf of TTC, we've been very open and very honest to the extent that we can be, keeping in mind that this is not our line. We do not make the decision of when the line is safe to operate, when it's ready to be handed over. That decision is made by Metrolinx. We are the operator of the line. So our job is to make sure that when the line is ready, that we have the operators in place, that we make sure that the city's transportation system is ready to make sure that the trains can advance. For example, when they reach their destination, that it's not waiting behind a red light. We need to make sure that our buses are ready to feed our customers into the line so that they're providing a smooth connection for our customers. So that's our job, and that's what we're focused on. And we remain committed to working with our partners at Metrolinx to give them any advice, any help that we can. But our job as the operators is to make sure that we are ready in a position to operate the line when Metrolinx says we are satisfied with its safety, because again, everyone's number one concern is safety.
We heard about a month ago, Metrolinx CEO Michael Lindsay said a September opening date was possible, but only if all testing went to plan. Now we're hearing that September is not very likely, but Greg Percy did say by the end of the year, most likely. Are you confident that this line is going to open by the end of the year?
I will say, again, it's not our project, so I don't want to speak on behalf of Metrolinx. That is the timeline that we are working on, that this will be open by the end of the year. That is but we still have to go through testing. There still has to be what we call 30 days of non-revenue service. So 30 days where the Eglinton Crosstown goes from terminus to terminus to make sure that there are no errors, that we can catch problems. There still has to go through a 14-day testing phase. So there's still a lot of work to be done. However, I can say that both partners are working very cooperatively and collaboratively to make sure that we open this line this year. But again, the final call rests with Metrolinx.
Do you have any indication? Are we getting a little bit closer to that 14-day window plus that 30-day window where you're going to be doing these tests to make sure that everything is running exactly as the TTC and Metrolinx wants it to?
I will say that we are making significant progress. So like I said earlier in the interview, Metrolinx has now handed over control of the trains to TTC Transit Control. So this is a good step in the right direction. We need to make sure that Metrolinx is ready we need to make sure Metrolinx and the contractor are ready with the testing and to support them. But I can't give any timelines as to what stage we're in, because that's a decision for Metrolinx. Metrolinx will give us the go-ahead when they're confident that the train is ready to be handed over fully to TTC for operations. And
do we have any idea when the next potential update will be, or just have to pack that patience as usual?
I think that'll have to be pack that patience. I can say that, when we're ready, we will be there with our Metrolinx partners, supporting them. But again, it's their decision to make, and they really need to be the ones speaking on behalf of the line.
TTC Chair Jamal Myers, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.